Trade recap. Let's go. Fire song. Took no trades today, 0. And I'm gonna start out with the chart study before my journal, and I will tell you why. Anyways, going into market open, I was leaning slightly bearish, but I wanted to take longs, right? I was like, oh, I'm gonna go in the higher time frame first, right? So this is what the daily looked like. Okay, but we didn't have all this. Holy shit, we didn't have the sell off, right? We were up here, right? And I said, actually, I'm gonna go to the 15-minute. So, fuck, 11:30. What date? 20. Oh my god, I'm tweaking. Right here, right? We had these Asia lows that are pretty close. We had previous day's lows and this daily fair value gap. We were below midnight open and we had a previous day's highs, right? I was pretty 50-50, but I kind of knew that we were going to take these Asia lows. It was pretty guaranteed. What I wanted to see is take Asia lows, sensitivity, and moves up towards previous day's highs. I only wanted to take longs today because we're so bullish. This whole week we've been so bullish. And it's not Friday yet. I wanted to see Thursday expand more and then Friday kind of sell off. But not what happened, obviously, right? So what happened? We took out, wow. I'm going to go on the 1 minute. We took out Asia lows and we ran through it. So I said, okay, like we are obviously running really, really aggressively down. I kind of switched my bias at this point, right? Especially we take previous day's lows and we're hanging out on this daily fair value gap, right? That's what this is, a daily fair value gap, a daily bullish fair value gap, right? So at this point, I'm looking for shorts, but I'm being cautious still, right? Price keeps going and it retraces up, but not to any really good area, right? Look at the 5 minute. I like 5 minute retraces a lot. Didn't really retrace to a 5 minute. I didn't look at the 3 minute. I guess this does look pretty clean, right? But we retrace up and this plays down. I still haven't taken any trades. This line here was, I don't even know what this line is. Shit, it's going to be hourly. I do want to know. I think it was just some lows, right? It was just some lows. Anyways, I didn't take the setup because I wasn't fully confident in it, but we just kept selling off, obviously. Ran through these lows, so I'm like, shit. So at this point, market only opened 30 minutes ago, and I'm looking for shorts, but I want to take a high probability short, right? I want to see a real retracement. And look at the 5 minute. Literally, market opened, put in a high, and dumped lower. And there's really nothing for me here. So, yeah, it just kind of kept consolidating and just kind of went lower. There's really not much more else to say. There's not much to study today. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And then 11:50 macro, we get going up. At this point, I wasn't really on the charts. I was just kind of on my phone. But this does play out really well. There's an SMT here with ES. We get the breaker. This is your perfect entry. You can pyramid, and I think the trade's still going right. This is your TP up here. It's kind of consolidating right now. But this is perfect entry, perfect pyramid. TP's up here. Risk is managed. If you took this, you took this. I didn't take this. I was looking for longs, but I kind of got off the charts I got off the charts right around 11. Anyways, so on my top step, I didn't take any trades. I will show you. Right, this is my lead. No trades today. I did full port my evals, so I passed one of them, which is this one, and I blew the other one, and I bought one right back because I'm gonna trade it tomorrow and on Monday. But I did pass one of them. I literally full ported them. Like I was just like, I'm either gonna pass or I'm not. So I full ported it. Anyways, I'm going to do my journal live because I got 2 people DMing me talking about, can you do your journal live? Kind of like, what do you say to yourself and all that. And I thought it was a good idea because I think journaling is the single most important thing you can do when you're trading. I think it's so important. Unless you're someone that just kind of cycles through accounts and you just full port and you rinse prop firms, that's chill. But if you're genuinely like trying to learn price action, it is so important to journal. So important to journal. Anyways, I'm gonna say $0 today. I had a break-even day on my 3 top step accounts. I'm not gonna journal my evals because I literally full ported those motherfuckers. Economic calendar today, we had 8:30 red folder. Performance rating, honestly, 10. I don't usually give myself 10. I'm very harsh in my journals, but I mean, this is my first 10 I've ever given myself. But I didn't FOMO into a trade. I stuck to my one-sided narrative. I followed all my rules. It was perfect. I didn't take a trade. It is what it is, right? Session breakdown, I really just talk about what happened. So market opened. I'm a really slow typer, so I'm sorry. Market opened, and we just sold off aggressively. Right? I don't know how to spell aggressively. Fuck. That's embarrassing. I can't lie. Oh, oh, it's a double S. Okay, aggressively, right? Ran through Asia lows, no retracement at all. I want to talk about how this happened on Thursday and that Wednesday is going to be our high week, right? This is a nice statistic that I got from kind of like my mentor Loki Gatti. There's a 15% chance that Wednesday forms the high week, and that's what's going to happen this week, most likely, right? Oh my god. Hold on. I want to see this shit. Loki are going higher. Anyways, so I want to say most likely Wednesday will be high of week after aggressive Thursday. Oh my god, Thursday sell off. I said no retracement at all. Thursday sell. Oh, aggressive. Fuck, I did. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Retracement Asia. I have OCD. Is there anything else to say about this session? We sold off aggressively. Most likely was a hard week. Thursday sell off. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about how 11 macro. We retrace up, finally looking to take some buy side, right? I mean, that's kind of what's going on right now. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. My session reflection was leaning slightly bearish, but wanted to take longs. Most importantly, I switched my bias at the right time. This is something that's really, really sensitive, right? Switching your bias from I'm only going to take longs to I'm going to only take shorts. It's something that you have to master. And I'm trying to get really, really good at it of like switching my bias at the exact time when I should be switching my bias, right? And bro, this is pissing me off. Slightly. Am I spelling this wrong? What am I saying? Yeah, switching your bias when you're supposed to switch your bias is something that I'm trying to master because it's really important, right? I was only looking for longs, but after I saw that we ran through Asia lows, ran down, we didn't retrace, we didn't slow down. Right here, I switched my bias and I was looking for shorts, and that was the exact time. That was the exact right time to switch biases. So I'm very happy that I did that, right? And this will make me more profitable long term, which is why I'm talking about it, right? I switched bias at the right time, but the market didn't give me a clean fuck, bro, I'm so slow. Opportunity to engage with the move. Opportunity to engage with the move. Great patience on my part, and good, oh my god, self-control as I didn't FOMO into the move. One sec. Alright, I'm back. My dad brought me some tea. Real one. Anyways, oh, did he put sugar in it? Bro, I'm gonna crash. That has so much sugar in it, man. Bro, he knows I don't like drinking sugar, bro. Alright, anyways, thank you for him. Anyways, great patience on my part, good stuff, I didn't FOMO into the move. That's all I'm gonna say. Executions, there was no executions. Chart study, I am gonna do a chart study. So, right. So I want to say that this was, where is it? Fuck. This was the high. Bro, I'm not lying. I'm putting this tea to the side, bro. There's so much sugar in that. Anyways, right. I'm gonna say that this was a protected high after 9:30 opened. We ran through Asia lows. I'm gonna highlight this as Asia lows. Asia lows. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Gonna make this a little bit bigger. All right, this is the daily fair value gap. I'm gonna talk about that. Daily FEG. I don't remember this line. This was just some lows. I'm just going to say lows, right? Ran through, and then I'm going to say that this is the 11 macro. 11 to 11:30, right? 11 to 11:30 macro. I don't like that top. There you go. I'm gonna go bottom. And I mean, that's really all I want to highlight, right? So, actually, I want to talk about. I want to talk about how there is a breaker right here. It's a pretty nice breaker. We'll go right. And then there's also an inverse gap, but I'm not gonna talk about that, right? Because this is really the nice move. Anyways, I'm gonna screenshot this hoe and put it in here. I'm not showing that bullshit. Okay, I don't want to show my gallery. Anyways, put the chart study in there. And this was my journal. I'm going to go over my other journal that I had 2 days ago. This one, not very eventful, right? This is a very eventful day. Actually, I want to go into a losing day journal, right? Because this is a really good example. So this was on the 21st of January. I don't know why this is popping up. What is this? Anyways. So I kind of gave a session breakdown. I said there is a bearish bias going into the day. Wanted to see the taken, the relative equal Asian lows taken. It was an engineered low. Price pumps up, and I was just wrong. I was offside. I gave myself an 8. See, even though I had a red day, I followed my rules. Gave myself an 8, which 8 isn't perfect, right? I don't care about the P&L. Like, genuinely, I do not care about the P&L. I care about my rating more. Like, some days I'll have green, and I'll give myself a low rating. Like, oh, this is supposed to be an 8. Like, it doesn't really matter. Damn, this is detailed. But all I care about is the rating. I don't care about the P&L, because if the rating is good and I follow my rules, then long term I'll be more profitable. So I said I took one short loser today, which I would take again, right? That's very important. That's good. I was simply offsides today. My bias was right, then I would have banked, right? If my bias was right, I would have banked. And that's all that matters. So came back in the PM session for more. This is why it's not a 10, right? Because I just lost more money in the PM session. And I made it a rule for myself. New rule. I will never, ever trade the PM session again until I forward test it with paper and I back test it. Because I have traded it 3 times now and I've lost all 3 times with no chance of winning, just losing. just losing. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say for today. Did the journal live. I probably won't do that again. But I did have some people DMing me on Instagram talking about, can you do your journal live? So, yeah, here you go. And that's all I have to say. Like, subscribe, shake ass.